I am Jenna Bosonko and this is QTV Midday News coming to you live from our studios along Caraba Avenue. Thanks for joining us. Here are the main local and international news headlines. Former Chadian President Hissène Habré, who was serving a life term in Senegal for war crimes and crimes against humanity, has died according to reports from Senegal. Kora legend Tata Dinding Jabate passed away on Saturday at the Brikama Health Center at the age of 56 after a brief illness. Hundreds of mourners attended his funeral on Sunday. 10 months after the historic foundation stones laying for the construction of major roads linking Kawur and Jinsanjal in the North Bank and Central River regions, we went back to see the progress of work. There is so much excitement in Basse and Upper River region in general as the people prepare for the landmark inauguration of the major roads and bridges in the region. A 3-week capacity building course for police prosecutors began on Monday at the police headquarters in Banjul. Those were the main headlines, and now the news in detail. Do stay with us. This is QTV Midday News. Thank you for joining us, and I am Jenna Bosonko. Now, former Chadian President Hissène Habré, who was serving a lifetime in Senegal for war crimes and crimes against humanity, has died. Habré's death was confirmed by Senegal's Justice Minister Malick Sall on Tuesday.
79-year-old Habré's 8-year rule of Chad, an improvised landlocked country in Central Africa from 1982 to 1990, was marked by a brutal crackdown on dissent in which more than 40,000 people died, according to investigators. After his overthrow in Chad, Habré fled to Senegal and for more than 20 years lived freely in an upmarket Dakar suburb with his wife and children. He was finally arrested in 2013 and tried by a special tribunal set up by the African Union under a deal with Senegal. He was convicted of war crimes and crimes against humanity in Dakar in 2016. Habré's death was confirmed by Senegal's Justice Minister Malick Sall on Tuesday.
Kora legend Tata Dinding Jabate passed away on Saturday at the Brikama Health Center at the age of 56 after a brief illness. He was laid to rest on Sunday after a ceremony attended by hundreds of mourners. Our reporter Mamadou Gajaga attended the funeral and he fastened his report.
Musician Ibrahima Jabate, known by his stage name Tata Dinding, answered to the call of our creator on Saturday after a brief illness. Hundreds of mourners, including women and children, were at the Brikama Central Mosque to pay their last respects. Tata Dinding is described by many as generous, caring and a devout Muslim. This was confirmed by many who said most of the time he would play fundraising concerts for free. Among those bereaved is his brother, Bai Jabate, who managed to say a few words about his brother.
He was briefly ill. His passing is a great loss to us. We are so sad, but we still see it as something ordained by Allah. He must answer Allah's call, which he did.
Two of his colleagues also describe his passing as a great loss, not only for them, but for his musical group called the Salam Band.
We are very sad. I'm just praying that his soul rest in eternal peace. It was destiny that Tata's life will end this way. My heart is very heavy. I am praying that Allah grant him Jannah.
Samsidin Toure, who was also among the mourners, says he lost a friend who meant a lot to him.
Tata
Dinding is my griot. I spent my childhood going to their home. His late father used to be my father's friend and regularly visited our home. I am praying for him to be granted Jannah.
After the janaza, Muslim prayer was done. Tata Dinding's casket was lifted bound for the cemetery, the eternal resting place. These women couldn't hold back their tears. Tata Dinding's music transcends the Gambia and Senegal. His kora and his voice resonate not only in Africa but in Europe too, especially Hamburg in Germany, where he played several music concerts. Some of his most popular songs include Africa, Kano.
Kano wala mun tela present ID card. Ya hadamading faise bula jarol kono natol kono nata bula nato kono nga sasa sutong sasa mi alon ko ma Kenya lon o ma lon nga bota dami no so barinte nga lon ni tekafle ala lon bota wala ka la moka kabru sasa dunta na so nata lanjuro sasa kono saimbuka tamano correctly.
Tata is gone, but his music, work and selfless sacrifice to help and entertain mankind and our memories of him will live on. Mamadou Gajaga, QTV News.
May his soul rest in perfect peace. Now 10 months after the historic foundation stones laying for the construction of major roads linking Kawur and Yen Sanjal to several communities in North Bank and Central River regions, we went back to see the progress of work. Aliou Cisse has the rest of that.
In November 2020, the people of Sabak Sanjal and Lower Salem districts gathered in Yen Sanjal and Kawur respectively for the historic laying of the foundation stones, marking the commencement of the long-awaited work on two major roads linking Yen Sanjal and Kawur to several communities. The 86-kilometer project is fully government-funded at an estimated $1.6 billion and will last 1 year, 4 months. The road is divided into two lots. Lot 1 is a 38-kilometer road linking Sabasukutu to Bambali, Sarakunda to Yen Sanjal, and is awarded to RST Construction Company Limited. Lot 2 is awarded to CSE, a Senegalese company, covering Kawur to Jimbala, Kawur to Ker Ulde, and Kawur Jani Kunda to the Senegalese border village of Ker Chendu, a total distance of 48 kilometers. Both contractors had promised quality and timely completion of the projects. On our return to reassess the progress of work at the different project sites, we observed that RSK is making huge progress as they have already gravelled the road, which has made it user-friendly for drivers ahead of pavement. Here, locals express delight with the progress of the work and are hopeful that the road will be completed soon. They applauded the government for fulfilling its promise.
We are very hopeful with the ongoing road construction. We have not spotted any faults yet with the area already covered. The construction is based on high standards.
I thank God, the President and the road constructors. The road construction is progressing as expected. Prior to the construction of the road, we struggled every day. But now that it is under construction, I think our challenges will soon come to an end.
This road has given us tough times. Previously, I normally spend more than 30 to 35 minutes plying this road. But now I can travel from Gain to Farafenye in less than 15 minutes. And even when it rains heavily, we don't have any difficulty. It is all leveled and okay.
Completion of this road will greatly improve the lives of the people of this area. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cisse.
There's so much excitement in Basse and the Upper River region in general as the people prepare for the landmark inauguration of the major roads and bridges in the region. Aliou Cisse again.
The people of the region have been yearning for these life-changing developments since independence. But the way is nearly over as they look forward with excitement to the official inauguration on September 4th by President Adama Barrow. The foundation stone for the construction of the 51-kilometer Basse-Fatoto-Koina route and bridges in the Upper River region was laid in December 2018. This massive multi-million-dollar project, funded by the government of the People's Republic of China, followed the signing of cooperation agreements during President Barrow's visit to Beijing. The construction is awarded to Longyan Road and Bridge Company Limited, a Chinese company. These developments construction have already transformed the region, and the positive impact on the lives and livelihoods of the people is already being felt and cannot be overestimated. For many years, the people of this region have complained of a lack of development. Prior to these projects, people traveled on bumpy roads and relied on boats and ferries to cross, but all that is now history. Ibuba, a native of Basse, is grateful to be able to witness such projects and progress in his town and region. He praised the government of Adama Barrow for fulfilling one of his 2016 campaign promises to the people of URR.
All the projects in the country are important, but this one is the most important because we have some clinics that are hospitals that are behind the river. When patient comes, sometimes they die at the riverside here because of the delay of the ferry. But this bridge, when it comes, you just saw an ambulance passed, and it will help, and also the nurses who are escorting the patients to the hospital. People of URR are ready to show the whole world that we are ready to receive him and thank him for what he has done for us.
Idrissa Jallo, another native of Basse, said every genuine Gambian is excited by development. Speaking through a translator, Mr. Nyung, the project manager, says he is proud that the main project is ready, with only the installation of traffic signs remaining.
我们会为冈比亚献上一条最好的路桥项目，让冈比亚人民满意。
We will build the best road and bridge for Gambia people, and then now the road and the bridge is already can drive the car. But just like some traffic signs and the road lines.
Ahead of inauguration, Governor Sambaba said the people of his region are overwhelmed as they prepare and are ready for an event already destined to be a memorable event. Governor Ba said the projects will benefit the whole country.
So right now everybody in Upper River region, they are so happy because they also felt that now they are part and parcel of government, and then now they are considered also. Some of their problems that have been lingering for years now have now been solved, and particularly with the coming of the roads and bridges through His Excellency the President of the Republic, that is Adama Barrow. The preparation is in high gears. As you all know, everybody is waiting for that event, is anticipating to see the event happening, and then that's on the 4th. And right now we are on the mobilization, and then already as the chair of the Technical Advisory Committee, we have called for meetings, and then we have divided ourselves into committees, into subcommittees, which is each committee is tasked with the responsibility of doing something.
China had and continues to be one of the main development allies to the Gambia. These projects are expected to spur growth and contribute to the socio-economic progress of the local dwellers, as it will provide vital access for communities. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliu Sise.
From that story by Aliu Sise, we will now go for a short commercial break, and when we return, we have some more local news stories to do. Stay tuned.
Q Money, the biggest mobile money service in the Gambia, has taken mobile banking to the next level. Now, you can link your Q Money wallet with your bank account. Yes, link your Ajib or EcoBank accounts with your Q Money wallet and get instant access to your cash anytime. No need to queue at the bank anymore. Transfer funds from your bank account to your wallet or your wallet to your bank account using Q Money Bank Link is the fastest, most secure and convenient way to transfer funds between your wallet and bank account. For more information, call our customer care on 133. Q Money, Sunyu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV Midday News, and I am Jenna Bosonko. Now, a 3-week capacity building course for police prosecutors began on Monday to strengthen the capacity of police prosecutors and enrich their knowledge in prosecution and order-related law matters. Babu Kursi has the rest of that.
The training will be divided into 3 phases, featuring 20 officers per week for the next 3 weeks. Supported by the UNDP and other local partners, according to the police hierarchy, the training will go a long way towards helping police prosecutors enhance their knowledge in prosecution and gain a better understanding of the law. In his welcoming address, the Commissioner of Police Prosecution, Abdoulaye Sane, said the 3 weeks training is to enhance the capacity of the prosecutors and get them ready in their various prosecution work across the country.
This training workshop will not only provide us with essential knowledge, but also a great opportunity to share experiences, both substantive and procedural.
Representing the UNDP Residence Coordinator, Abdul Toure, said his office is glad to be associated with such a training as it aims to build the capacity of the police, which is in line with the government's security sector reform agenda.
Prosecution of criminal offences is meant for the police and the drug law enforcement prosecutors and is in line with the enshrined commitment in the National Development Plan 2018 to 2021 for strengthening rule of law and assurance of peace and harmony for all.
On behalf of the IGP, Advisor Siaka Sonko advised the prosecutors to take the training seriously.
Training will give you the opportunity to add value to your experience and standards. The training, if you take it seriously and incorporate it with your daily duties, will help you to be better prosecutors and also understand the pitfalls, as I am sure the resource persons will point out to you during any proceedings. The senior management appreciates this effort. We would like to be able to have you to report back to us about what happened at the end of the day. Let it not be a training program you go through and then you go away. We would like to have feedback from you. So be ready to give us reports at the end of this program about what you have attained, and the assessments will follow.
At the end of the opening ceremony, I engaged the Commissioner of Prosecution to tell us how effective his prosecution unit will be in prosecuting cases in court.
What we are doing, this training is going to be very important, because nowadays you have been seeing that there is no case that will be mentioned before the court without the case being represented by a counsel. So the training is very, very important for my police prosecutors, because legally they have to know. If you don't know, it will be very difficult for you to fight your cases in court. So that's why this training is timely, is good, and it will very definitely improve the skills of my prosecutors in terms of challenging cases before the court. This training is comprised of almost all of them, because it's 3 weeks training of UC. Every week we are going to train 20 prosecutors. So it's everywhere in the country, not only within the Greater Banjul area. All of them are informed and all of them will be here. I want every prosecutor to be trained. It's very good because it's part of our capacity building.
The 3 weeks training, which started on Monday, will end on the 23rd of September 2021. Babakar Si, QTV News.
The Gambia Family Planning Association on Monday received items worth $3 million funded by the West Africa Health Organization through the Ministry of Health. Lola M. Kamara attended the event and she files on the report.
The donation is to strengthen the capacity needs of young people in adolescent sexual reproductive health, information and rights. The items donated include conference tables, computers, plastic chairs, surgical medical gloves, medical drugs, wireless microphone system, amongst other valuables. Receiving the items, Abbas Cham, President, Gambia Family Planning Association, says their working relationship with the Ministry of Health has been cordial for many years now, and went on to explain how the items will be distributed.
New Hall for Youth, that's at Bundung, and the other one at Biam. Yes, and each of them will have equal number of materials. As I'm speaking to you right now, they have all received their conference tables and their chairs and other materials. So each of them will be receiving speakers, music sets and other things, as well as plastic chairs and then visitors chairs as well.
In promoting sexual reproductive health and rights of young people, the president of GFPA, Abbas Cham, believes the items will be very useful in supporting the youth at their various centers in terms of research, and will also serve as motivation for other young people to join them. Karamba Keto, Deputy Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Health and the West African Health Organization WAHO Liaison Officer, said the Gambia Family Planning Association has been a critical partner with the Ministry of Health in providing quality services to women of reproductive age. He also highlighted WAHO's objectives.
Article 3 of the protocol establishing WAHO stipulates that the objective of the West African Health Organization shall be the attainment of the highest possible standard and protection of health of the peoples in the sub-region through the harmonization of the policies of the member states, pooling of resources and cooperation with one another and with others for a collective and strategic combat against the health problems of the South region.
Swaibu C, Public Relations Officer, Gambia Family Planning Association, on behalf of his fellow youths, gave the vote of thanks.
Thank you very much to WAHU and Gambia Family Planning Association on behalf of the young people for the support that you have shown in making sure that young people are in the forefront of your agenda. The equipments that you have brought to us, I know will go a long way in sharpening our knowledge base in areas like reproductive health issues, and also will make us to feel at home.
The Gambia Family Planning Association is an implementing partner in the West African Health Organization Capacity Building Project under the Ministry of Health. The association is a voluntary NGO established in 1968 by a retired doctor named Dr. Samuel J. Palmer. It was started mainly to offer Planned Parenthood information and services, especially women in their reproductive age. Today, it is focused on disseminating and promoting quality sexual and reproductive health information and rights for all men and women in the Gambia, particularly young people. For QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
Fatimata Kasama, the CEO of Girls Pride, has emerged winner of the Stone Circle Awards Youth Excellence Award 2021. This comes as we continue to celebrate International Youth Day, which falls on August 12. Ajibintu Drame has more.
Fatimata Kasama is a freelance nurse and the CEO of Girls Pride, a social enterprise that provides reusable sanitary pads and other reusable materials for the welfare of girls, particularly those from the least privileged backgrounds who find it difficult to go to school. She is also an advocate for creating a comfortable atmosphere for women and girls' sexual and reproductive health by addressing menstrual hygiene. During our conversation, she expressed delight at receiving the award, explaining the reason she stood out from the others.
The fact that we are providing reusable sanitary pads to keep girls in schools during their period, especially girls from rural Gambia whose parents are from low-income societies, so they believe it's the impact that we are having in the community when it comes to environment, health, and climate actions is the reason why they gave us the award.
Dedicating the award to all girls from the rural community who find it difficult to get to school due to the lack of sanitary pads, she further states that 80% of the organization's activities are free. However, she sells sanitary pads and offers services for sustenance. She explains the challenges she faces.
One of the challenges that we get is funding, and then I believe we having challenges with Gambians supporting us, getting local support. Most of the support that we get is from international bodies. So having Gambians support our initiative from the private sector, having partnership with the Ministry of Basic Education, Health, Environment will be something that will give us the opportunity to create a greater impact in the Gambia.
As a young person, another challenge she emphasizes was young people's lack of willingness to work, adding that 90% of her staff are men. She advised youth to nurture their skills and gain an entrepreneurial mindset, together with consistency for self and national development. She explains her future endeavors.
Having men in the central providing this training and lighting will also help us break the taboos. And when a man and a woman can talk about sexual and reproductive health at home, they'll be able to educate their kids. And when those people grow up in that environment, they will see that it's a normal thing. From the Global Youth Movement, $5,000. So our intention, it came alongside with the announcement of the award. So what we are working on is to provide 450 kits of reusable sanitary pads to girls who are from low-income families in Central River region. We could go to schools or Hermitage boarding school, it depends. So we are working on that, and each of these girls will have 5 reusable pads that they can use for a minimum of 2 years.
As a writer, Fatimata is working on a comic storybook on sexual and reproductive health. which is expected to trigger and establish conversations in homes and schools in a more amicable and comfortable way for parents and girls. She has also created a game card called Period Flashcard, containing information about periods to help young children get knowledge of menstruation. Ajibintu Drame, QTV News.
Congratulations to Fatu. I'm afraid that is all we have on this edition of QTV's Midday News. Join us at 8 p.m. for more news.